Once again, guys, the video has messed up. I'm gonna sort this out. I will try to clear some space on my computer, but for now, listen to it as as audio if you want. The video stops lagging about 8 or 9 minutes from the end. Sorry for that, but audio should be fine. So keep listening on if you are still interested, and enjoy. Yo, guys, welcome back to the Touchliner episode. I don't know. What are we talking about today, guys? You burst your
Right?
speaker.
They're marching. They're marching on to the graveyard because they're dead. Oh, they suck. They're the worst. Bro, I've been praying. My connection with God has never been closer because I've been praying on their downfall so heavy. I've been waiting for this moment. After they knocked us out the Carabao Cup, I've been waiting, and Liverpool gave them a spanking that they needed. Okay, bro, they licked. Bro, this is what did. He licked his hand, and he licked these two middle fingers here, and he
Okay,
shoved it
okay,
straight.
okay.
At least we got our social already.
We're just no. Look, I've made a lot of notes. Obviously, in reflection of this game, it's a sign that the amount of hate we're getting, it's a sign that we're good again. It's because last season people were feeling sorry for us when we lost 4-0, 5-0. They're like, "Oh no, it's sad to see United this bad," and I was like, I'd rather people like abuse us. I like to be hated means you're good. You see it
You
with.
don't want to be.
It's true. You get it with the best clubs, and like you see it with. I mean, Newcastle are on the come up. You see the hate growing,
We're starting to get hate, yeah.
and it's a good example of that.
So much hate.
So it's. I have so many things to talk about from this game. All right. The first thing I want to talk about is.
Why is my forehead so shiny, bro? What's going on?
You tell
I need
me.
to use a moisturizer.
You should
Oh,
moisturize.
damn. Okay, sorry.
Mentality. All right. I attribute the majority of this game to the mentality of the players, because you can see all of their heads drop after the third goal goes in, right? You don't lose a game 7-0 because you're bad. You lose it because it's like if you
gave up.
Yeah, you can see them give up. Every single one of those players on the pitch gave up, and it's really sad to see after what Ten Hag's tried to instill in them. But fatigue, I think, is a fair point, but it's not an excuse because Liverpool have also played midweek games this season. Yeah, not as many as us, maybe. I mean, we played 18 games since the new year, 10 in the last month, but
That's a lot.
it's a lot. But also we need to learn. The best teams learn how to rotate. Yeah, our rotation isn't the best. Like we've got.
Started your strongest squad as well.
Yeah, we did. Casemiro looked off the pace for some reason. I thought he was injured, and then we brought on McTominay, which. Before we brought on Sabitzer, and
Never a good sign.
I don't.
Start bringing on McTominay.
Exactly. I mean, we lost it.
I do think a lot of it comes from it's just like every time there's just one stupid mistake that just leads to it. Like if you look at the actual competitiveness of the game, up until 4, it was still pretty competitive. Like they weren't being absolutely outplayed, but defensively there were some major holes. We start with the fullbacks, right? Dallo probably had the worst game of his career. Didn't track back a single time. How many times did he get run through on the left side?
Bro,
Like,
Luke Shaw as well. Luke Shaw had a
that's
both
one.
of them, bro, both of them.
Can we talk about the fourth goal? Mohamed Salah was standing in between both center backs, untouched and unmarked by either one of them. Grabs the ball, has an open lane to the goal. It's just such stupid things. I think 3 or 4 of the goals came from fast counterattacks, just on the break. Which, here's the thing. This is gonna sound crazy. I think this 7-0 was really good. It was really good for Man United. You drop 3 points, no problem. This is the kind of game that you want to lose 7-0 rather than lose 1-0. Why? Because every issue that has been going on with Man United, tactically, has been magnified. Their ability to defend counterattacks because of how hard they come forward. That's one. Number 2 is set pieces. They can't control set pieces coming at them to save their lives. A corner and a free kick, both conceded in the same game. 3 goals or so on a counter attack. And that's just unacceptable, right? But what it does is it shows the team and the managers this is exactly what's wrong with us. This is what we're gonna focus on over the next 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks to make sure that when we reach the end of the Europa League, when we reach the end of the FA Cup, these are not going to be problems that are going to cost us the game. So sure, you lost 7-0. Yeah, it was embarrassing. It was one of the worst performances in a very,
It was
very, very long
hilarious.
time.
That's what it was. It made me laugh with joy, and to
It was
see
a little
Josh
bit funny.
in the group chat, it gave me a sense of enlightenment. I felt just like a higher being after seeing Josh
Preying
that
on my
upset. And
downfall.
that's my
But
best friend.
it's also like the more that they lost by, the more unacceptable it became, and the more imminent a comeback has become. Like you lose 1-0, 2-0, it's not the worst thing if you lose the next one game. You lose 7-0, you got to bounce back and come back hard. Also, Josh, your screen disappeared.
Oh, did it?
Nah, not for me.
I'll turn it off anyway. Turn it back on. Look, I think the whole team, I don't know. Honestly, yesterday I didn't understand what happened, but today watching some clips back, I saw people blaming Shaw, some people blaming De Gea, some people blaming Anthony. You can't point your finger at one guy. It's 7-0. You have to look at the whole team. You have to look at the manager. I blame Ten Hag for this loss as well. You can't say anyone did anything right. People blaming Fernandes, blame everyone. Fernandes obviously is magnified because everyone hates him and he is the captain, right?
I can vouch for I do hate him.
Yeah,
to be fair.
so to see him just be like when he throws his arms up, usually we get a penalty or we get a free kick or something goes our way. Yesterday he did it and we lost 7-0, so it looks horrible. And I don't know if he will be the next captain of Manchester United. I think there's a lot of leaders in that dressing room. Casemiro's there, Varane is there. People said De Gea, but I don't want De Gea starting in the long term.
Casemiro is a Champions League winner, right?
Yeah, him and Varane, bro, at Real Madrid.
Why he wouldn't be captain goes beyond me. But like the fact
Well, it's also
that
the only team and captain on the first season.
Yeah,
bro,
I mean, second team.
Trippier's doing it, right? Trippier's first season.
They did it with Maguire.
Newcastle is a small club.
Solskjaer did it with Maguire. I don't know what he was thinking. I can't wait for Harry Maguire. People are calling for Harry Maguire to be the starting centre-back again, by the way. We don't claim these fans. We don't claim these fans.
That's a little bit ridiculous.
Like, they were like, oh, look at all of his progressive passes. All this guy used to do was pass it to Shaw, and Shaw was 10 yards away forwards. That counts as a progressive pass. Stats are so deceiving sometimes. But look, yesterday it felt like the end of the world. I came back, I slept for like 2 hours. I didn't talk to anyone. And I woke up and I felt better. And, you know, if you look at it, we've lost 2 games at home in the league all season. Oh, not even in the league, in all competitions. 2 games all season. We've made home a fortress. We've lost away to the 3 best team, or 2 of the best teams in the league, and Liverpool. We lost City, we lost Arsenal. We got slapped by Liverpool. But I did say about Liverpool, I've been saying on this podcast since we started, Hussein, you cannot write them off for top 4. You can't do it.
I will.
They're
literally 5th.
They're 5th.
It's very ridiculous. It's very, very ridiculous of me to write them off. But I made a prediction at the start of the season. I'm sticking with that prediction. I'm saying they're going to finish 5th or 6th.
Tottenham also have 2 games in hand. We have 2 games in hand over Tottenham. They've played 26, and Liverpool have played 25, and Newcastle have played 24.
Yeah.
So like Spurs will drop.
Yeah, there's a chance for Newcastle. I mean, Newcastle have hit some patchy form, so there's that. Tottenham, you never know, and Liverpool are hitting form at the perfect time.
For a second?
Huh?
Can we talk about this patchy form for a second?
Before we do that, I'd just like to have a little jump in here and say that as a sports fan, it's hard for me to watch a sport that I really enjoy be like corrupted with things like diving, cheating, and like pushing officials. Like for me, if my captain does that, I'd expect him to be off the pitch. If you push an official in any other sport, right? And yes, he didn't two-hand him, but he put a hand on an official and shoved him. He did like a Ronaldo. When Ronaldo shoved the referee, he did the same thing. Like, for me, Bruno Fernandes should be like Ten Hag should be having serious conversations with his diving, and how much he's talking to referees, and the actual fact that he touched a referee, in my mind, is crazy. Like he needs a ego check, or like, because he doesn't deserve to be Man United captain. Like, in my opinion, like he's not got the mentality to be a captain. But I just think that Ten Hag needs to go into that dressing room. Well, at least I hope afterwards he went into the dressing room and he was like, and he laid into him because he deserved it. Like, everyone had a bad game, but him especially, being a player that is so vital to that Man United team, to do all of those things, to throw your arms in the air when like you weren't even touched, to dive over and over again, to assault an official,
Yeah.
the police
Pushes
academy.
No,
on himself.
I think no, he shouldn't have touched the referee. I thought he'd get punished for that, but because of the laws, which I think are a bit stupid, the referees in the Premier League, which are stupid, saw it on the pitch and didn't do anything. So by the rules, you can't change that. For me, I think that's stupid. I thought he was gonna get banned. He shouldn't have done that, but he lost his head. Like, there's no two ways about it. You don't want your captain losing your head. But every single player on that pitch, except maybe Varane, but Varane played like crap. So even if he didn't lose his head, he played horribly. He was the one getting everyone to applaud the fans at full time. So that's captain behavior.
Exactly.
But we had a good first half. Honestly, people forget we had a really good first half. We were more likely to score, and then Gakpo scored against the run of play, and that was that was it. They scored early in the second half, and that was the game. But at the end of the day, we've got a trophy. And I said, top 4 in a trophy, I take that. I've been saying it all season. You give me that right now. You tell me we stay in third, and we can just take the League Cup. I'll take it. Sell half these players in the summer. Build a new team. I trust in Ten Hag.
Who do you want
He's
gone?
the man.
Who do you want gone?
I've never rated Delo. In my life, I've never rated this guy. All right? I wanted Wan-Bissaka to start. Yeah, he's been pretty good this season, but Wan-Bissaka in these kind of games, I'm really surprised why. Don't know why he didn't play. I think Delo needs to go. I think obviously Maguire has to go.
Striker as well.
Yeah,
Weghorst.
If we keep Weghorst as like a 4th or 3rd choice, that's fine. Like, if there's a game where it's like, yo, run around and just annoy people, fine. As long as he's not the starting striker.
He becomes an Andy Carroll. You just
Yeah,
bring him on.
That's it.
80th minute.
He hasn't got a position. So Weghorst needs to go. I think McTominay has to leave. McTominay's not good enough. Like, I don't even know if he's Premier League level, but nowhere above the bottom half. Horrible footballer.
What about Fred?
I think
I rate Fred.
Fred has his role. He showed it against Barcelona.
I take Fred.
Yeah, he showed it 2 legs against Barcelona. He did it in the Carabao Cup final. I think we keep him. Maybe not a starting midfielder, but you keep him. Keep Bruno, keep Eriksen, keep Rashford, but sell Elanga. I don't know what Elanga does. Like, we brought him on. I have no idea why. Maybe to get his appearances
I don't know why,
up.
but I think
It's about more playtime as well.
Yeah, and I wouldn't sell De Gea though. I would keep him on the bench because he did still win the Premier League with us. He's an experienced player to have in the dressing room, and he gets along with everyone. So,
Alright, I mean, speaking of shambles, I suppose we can move on to the other shambles in this call.
My favorite part of this episode.
what's he said?
Well, I don't know what he said.
That's my favorite part of the episode.
Oh,
Favorite part of the episode.
here we go.
Let's move on to it. I mean, Newcastle in an incredible run of form right now.
I just saw your form.
Yeah, so we.
I don't have a question.
No. Let me just speak first.
Let him preface it. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me cook. All right. So Newcastle, just before we played Man City, a stat was read out. Man City have scored in 2023 23 goals. Okay. You know how many Newcastle have scored? 3 in the whole of 2023.
Wait, that can't be right.
Right.
That's worse than Chelsea.
I think it's right.
No, can I ask my question?
In the Premier League, in all competitions.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah. Go ahead. What question?
I wonder who could have saw this coming.
It is 3 goals, Ben, by the way.
Yeah, 3 goals. Yeah.
Oh, I
Have
can't
you
see
got?
you guys.
You got?
Yeah,
You got?
I just like I'm really curious. Like, who possibly could have predicted that in the second half of the season Newcastle would fall off? They're not going to finish in the top four. I don't know, man. Like that was like just some crazy thinking. Like, I don't know who
What?
could have seen this coming.
You know what the icing on the cake is as well? Joe Linton's out for 2 games, banned, which is great. Um,
Now that we've come back to earth, Benjamin, can we now talk about the realistic predictions for the end of the season?
okay, so my thing, right, is I will always make predictions based on the facts that I have before me. Okay, I
Okay.
don't try to do predictions based on hypotheticals. So Hussein said hypothetically Newcastle. Well, he said a hypothetical and said they're gonna gas out. Why? Because it's their first time and they're gonna gas out. And he was right. You can't say he was wrong because he's right. We are slowing down. Our form is not good in the past 5 games, 6 games, and he is correct. But I think that my prediction of top 4 was a fair and reasonable prediction. And I think Josh would also agree with me because he also
I
predicted Newcastle
did.
to
No, I did.
we had to go based off of the fact that Newcastle, for the whole of the first half of the season, had the best defense in the Premier
Yeah.
League.
Is this your
But
first year watching football?
are you talking to both of us because we
Yeah.
both made the same prediction?
I'm talking to 2 of you.
I just think
Josh, I expected this from Ben, bro. I did not expect it from you.
No, look, the best defense in the league is still nothing to be scoffed at. I think they'll still get Europe now because of it. When Leicester, you brought Leicester. Leicester was the example that you brought. They had the best attack in the league. It's so much easier for an attack to falter than a defense to falter. Like it, I didn't see this coming. I didn't see it at this rate. They've lost 3 in a row in all comps now. I didn't see that coming. But
yeah,
that's football, man. And it like Bruno. The thing is, Bruno got his suspension. That threw off the whole rhythm of the team.
yeah.
Now Joel Linton's been iffy, and now he's suspended. Maybe he can actually fully recover.
Bruno Willock and
Yeah.
Sean Longstaff.
One thing I want to get your opinion on is Callum Wilson. Right, beginning of the season, you were praising this guy. A lot of people were, not just you. But what do you think of him now?
I'd assault Callum Wilson if I saw him in person. To be quite honest with you, I'd get a hammer and smash his shins in, so he could never play football again. No, listen, Callum Wilson is a good Premier League striker for a bottom half team. He's not gonna win. He's not gonna be able to do what Rashford does, which is carry a team on his back. It's just like he's just not that player. His ability to I don't know what happened to him after the World Cup. Maybe his wife divorced him secretly and he's having some kind of midlife crisis or something. But he's lost his touch on the ball. He literally can't control the ball right now. His positioning is dreadful. And I don't know if either of you saw, but he had so the ball came in from the right hand side behind all the Man City defenders who committed too far back to their own goal. So he was on the penalties, in front of the penalty spot, 6 yards out from the goal. And he goes to side foot it in. It hits off of his toes and goes back the way it came. It was the most outrageous attempt of a shot I've ever seen in my life. And I've watched Riviere. I've watched, Loic Remy. I've watched many strikers in my time. So he needs to go this summer. Well, he doesn't need to go. He's an okay backup. But Isaac will need to start, and then we need someone else because Isaac is also not an out-and-out striker in the way that we play. We don't what are I'm hearing crazy noises. Sorry. Isaac is not an out-and-out striker. I like him when he plays as a 10 and dribbles and does his own thing, and where he can be creative. If he plays at striker, he has to have through balls through to him. Like that's how he played against Liverpool on his debut, and he smashed 2 goals in. One was disallowed. But yeah, my rant about Callum Wilson over. But just be warned, if I see you in public, Callum Wilson, I'm gonna do disgusting things to you. Okay, do horrible things to you.
Right.
That's it. Over.
Are we gonna talk about Arsenal now? No? Can we brush past it?
No. Could do. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm getting the highlights up right now. I didn't actually watch this game or the highlights. I was just like looking.
It's once again, it's a game. It's a result that champions show. It's one of those where you're against the odds. You're put up against it. They did it. They did it a few weeks ago against Villa, and we said the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Except this one, they were 2-0 down at home, and it didn't look like anything was gonna happen. And all of a sudden, you get these 3 unlikely goal scorers, completely out of the blue. You've got, I think, Partey scored the first one, and then Ben White with his first ever goal for Arsenal, and Reece Nelson in the 97th minute. There were 6 added minutes though. 97th minute scores the winner. I mean,
Crazy shot as well.
Crazy finish.
That was like a Tiote moment, wasn't it? That was their Tiote moment.
It's one of those where you look back and you're like, that's where they won the league. I really don't want it to be, but
You know what, bro? I'm on the train. I'm on the Arsenal train.
I firmly believe they're favourites now. How can you not be favourite? You're 5 points ahead of this City team. And the City team, by the way, wasn't a flawless performance against Newcastle. They won 2-0, but you had chances. If, like you said, if Wilson could shoot, that Gordon chance, if Gordon...
Their defense is leaky, man. Like, super leaky. He had chances on chances.
What are you saying?
What a goal!
The Nelson one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've only just seen it.
That's nuts.
It's one of those, man.
Yeah, it was.
If your bench players or your defenders are scoring important goals in the title race, you're set. The whole squad is together.
Here's the thing, man. We were talking about their depth and how their depth could be their detriment, right? But now you see the bench players coming on and getting the job done when the starters can't. The bench players that we didn't believe in. Now it really begs the question: do Arsenal actually have what it takes?
Oh, shut up! No, that's stupid. Because let's be honest, that's 2 players who scored their first goal for Arsenal. Like, yes, okay, well done.
Yes, but when it was needed the most.
Needed the most, bro. They were already at the top of the league. Like, this wasn't the game to win it, but like, it was a good.
No, it wasn't. But losing this game would have brought City right back in it. Because I don't know if you remember, City beat this small club this week as well.
Yeah. He's right, bro. Like, we lost. It's factually accurate.
No, you did. You did lose. But look, Arsenal have still got to go to Anfield, okay, this season. And they still have to go to the Etihad. It's not over yet. They still have to go to St. James's Park.
Yeah, the fortress.
Those are the last few hard games for them. They've got everything else out the way. It's pretty plain sailing for them apart from those games, but they are quite tough games. City, on the other hand, who have they got?
Easy, bro.
They've got an easy. They've got Liverpool at home, Arsenal at home, Chelsea at home. Chelsea are a mid-table team. You got all these teams at home. Like no hard away fixtures. They've done all of those already. So yeah. I don't know who are the favorites. I don't know.
I see City winning it.
You've literally been on. You've been.
No.
You said things.
No. What did I say in the last episode? What did I say in the last episode? The last episode I said Arsenal are not winning the league. I said as good as they're doing, they're not winning the league. Didn't I say that?
Maybe. I mean, I believe you if you say you said it.
I said it.
Okay, I see it. All right, well, let's see. I don't know who I want winning the league, to be honest. City probably. I can't stand Arsenal fans. I can't do it. Bruh. Bro, this guy looks so depressed. Look at him. To be fair,
He's
after
Oh,
he's
to
been
all of
muted.
our viewers, Ben actually kisses his dog on the mouth like it's nothing.
And when he's talking about his dog, he's not my dog. He's not talking about
Dog.
this before here. He's talking about.
That was a good
For
conclusion.
those,
That was
for those of you
Arsenal.
watching,
That
you
was
don't know what just happened. You
no
will never know what just
AC
happened.
Milan. AC Milan. Quickly.
All right, guys. So that's been the
Oh,
end of the
talk about.
episode.
Come on, let's talk about AC Milan. All right, we've got a special
We're
5 minutes.
we're not a good team.
We're-
We're a small club.
No, we got a special 5 minutes here just to talk about AC Milan. So the Serie A. So if you guys don't remember, about a month ago or 2 months ago, AC Milan were actually second place, and I was telling Hussein, you're still in the title race. You know, you're only like 10 points. Was it 9 points off Napoli? Hussein, where are you in the table now?
I can't hear you. Sorry, my dad's calling.
No.
One more time. Where were you? Where are you in the league now?
Fifth. You're
Wow.
you're fifth.
Same as Newcastle.
You're below Roma, who did beat Juventus, fair enough, but from the position that AC Milan were in before, and now they go into this game against Tottenham, day after tomorrow, needing a win, or needing not a loss at White Hart Lane, or Tottenham Stadium.
Right.
Are you gonna win?
Yeah.
No,
Really?
not at White
You
Hart.
just
Yeah,
lost.
yeah.
You just lost to Fiorentina. You think you're
We're
gonna
gonna win. We're gonna win.
Yeah.
To be fair, so Leicester just won at White Hart Lane not too long ago, right?
Yeah.
They won 4-1. So, and Leicester are really like hit and miss right now. They're going forward like Harvey. But I used to say Harvey Barnes was the next big thing, bro. Harvey Barnes
No, he's not.
stinks. He's the English ASM. He like dribbles until he can't do anything else and loses the ball. This guy reeks. So
I think
you
no.
never know.
I still
First team-
I still back Milan, but you know what? If Harry Kane scores a hat trick,
Tottenham recently lost to Sheffield and to Wolves. That's their last two games.
yeah, Sheffield was
Yeah.
in the cup,
anything can
and
happen in
then
the cup game.
yeah, but the Wolves game, fair enough. That goal from Traore was crazy. It was a fluke, but it was crazy. I still back you guys to win though. I still back you guys to win, and we already covered our predictions for this round of Champions League games, so we're not gonna speak anymore on it. Europa League. We play Betis. We will win 2-0. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back.
I hope not. I hope you lose and I hope you cry about it. To be honest,
So
praying-
he's
I'm
a
praying,
professional
bro.
professional hater, bro.
I'm here for it. I'm literally here to see the downfall of United.
Look, I honestly, I believe I've
another-
seen too much from this team to think that we're not gonna come back from this. We will come back from this. Like
Another year trophyless that Man United have caused for my team, and that means another year of me hating them.
you're gonna win a trophy next year. You will. Like, it's gonna come. It's just when.
Did everybody just hear that? Did everyone just hear Josh say next year Newcastle are going to win a trophy?
You'll win the cup or something. Yeah.
I say next season, when I say that we have a chance of winning a cup, don't you dare point me out. Go back to this episode and listen to when Josh said it before anybody.
Ben, you've reached the final of a cup. If you get better players, you'll just win the final next time. You can do it again. The players will believe that you can do it again.
We had a lot of, we got outplayed for at least 20 minutes of that game. So
I don't care if you didn't get outplayed at all. We still won. That's all that matters. Okay, well that concludes the episode, I think. Unless we have anything else to talk
Wait,
about.
do we just? I just want 60 seconds.
Okay.
I just really hate Chelsea.
Fair enough.
I really don't like Chelsea. Okay, that concludes the episode, guys. Thank you all for watching.
They won
think,
though. Chelsea won.
yeah. What happened?
Hold on, everyone. Hold on.
Something happened. You cut me off one more time. I'm gonna make another joke.
Wait,
okay?
wait. What did you say,
Gonna get
Hussein?
that.
What did you say, Ben?
Didn't they recently have some of the fans had some controversy? Like there was some kind of attack with Chelsea fans or something like that on an old man or something. I saw, and I'm like, that's such classic Chelsea fans, like assaulting an old
Yeah,
man.
they aren't great, are they? What's he singing? You can't hear it.
We can't hear it, Hussein. I know what you're trying to do. Though.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah, glory,
mate.
glory,
And the
man. Yeah.
Reds go and watch it.
No, but we've
I
lost
think they
seven.
got the wrong Reds in that
we've-
song. They actually meant Liverpool.
We've Bruh. We've won 7-0, and I feel hopeful, and I'm looking forward to the next game on Thursday, which is so weird. Never in my life have I felt this way after a spanking, but we trust in the bald guy. He knows what he's doing. Thanks for watching this episode, guys. Like, subscribe, follow,
Nothing's been- nothing
comment,
has been cut out.
everything.
From-
Let us know what you think about Newcastle, because they suck so much.
Yeah.
Thanks. See you guys on the next one. Peace.